And, well...
You want to trade us, do you, bye?
Yeah, that's an idea. Yeah, how about this? Our freedom for this treasure map. What do you think?
Give me a minute to think. Okay, that's fine.
Untie the lot!
The lad who missed a watery grave now has some navigating to do. Hear ye and listen well to that crafty knave known as Tim O'Day. For as ye know, dead men tell no tales.
I have never been called a crafty name in my life. Hi, everyone. Good evening, shipmates. Straight. I think we need to all get the spirit of this. So on the count of three, I want a big arr. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Arr. What did they have for dinner, this crowd? Well, anyway, good evening, shipmates. And for the next half an hour or so, I'm going to navigate a course through a behind-the-scenes journey through Walt Disney's, perhaps the greatest Disney theme park attraction of all time, Walt Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean. Now that our pirate friends are gone, we can sail through the evening safely, I hope. And with protocol, let's give everybody a proper introduction, shall we? Good. All right. Now, calling the ladies first, we have with us tonight a legendary Disney Imagineer who has costumed a multi-generational family in Carousel of Progress. And as she likes to say, she went from the adorable international children of It's a Small World to the dirty old men of Pirates of the Caribbean. Welcome, Alice Davis. I hope you don't mind me calling you a scallywag. It's just the theme of the evening. Our next scallywag began with the Walt Disney Studios in 1939 as an in-betweener on Pinocchio and worked on such classic Disney films as Fantasia, The Parent Trap, Mary Poppins, Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day, and the Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree. But he is perhaps best known for writing the title song for The Haunted Mansion and a familiar tune from Pirates. Please welcome Existencia. Now, to my knowledge, our next crew member did make a living doing tattoos. Did you? No. Okay, good. But he did, in fact, begin his career with Disney, sketching scenes of Frontierland and Main Street, and he's probably best known as the originator of the very first Disneyland souvenir map. And he also worked on such films as Nicky, Wild Dog of the North, and The Gnome-Mobile. Please welcome Sam McKim. Now, our next guest has created and helped create prototypes for virtually every Disney theme park attraction, or Disneyland attraction, since its opening in 1955. Worked on the New York World's Fair, was a figure finisher on such attractions as Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, Pirates, and such, and It's a Small World, Carousel of Progress. And I just love her tagline, "Welcome, Hurricane Harriet Burns." Began her career at Walt Disney Imagineering in 1970 in the model shop. And she helped legendary Disney Imagineer John Hench redesign many Disneyland exteriors and worked extensively on the new Fantasyland. And currently she is the art director at the Disneyland Design Studio. Please welcome Kim Irvine Allison. Now, Now, with over 25 years in the themed entertainment business, our final crew member has established himself as one of the industry's premier designers. In his 13 years with WDI, he will help create such projects as Tarzan's Treehouse, the Indiana Jones Adventure here at Disneyland, Phantom Manor at Disneyland Paris, and the Land Pavilion at Epcot. Please welcome the former art director at the Disneyland Design Studio, Bob Vernick. Well, now, since we're discussing pirates, and as we see here, it's Walt Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean, I guess the most appropriate place to start is with Walt himself. So now, for you Disney legends here, when it all began, did you have any idea, how did you come to find out about New Orleans Square and this pirate attraction? Do any of you guys remember the very first time you heard about New Orleans Square or the pirate attraction? Anybody? Anybody?
I remember.
Oh, by the way, everybody pick up your microphones. Let's have a microphone salute, shall we? There we go. Beautiful. Alice, take it away.
It's working now. I remember Ron coming home and saying that Walt wanted him to do a walkthrough underneath the New Orleans Square. And so he started doing drawings and ideas of how this would work. These are the drawings here. But he couldn't get Walt to look at them. He said Walt would come in and look at anything else in his room, but never look at the pirate drawings. And they were still finishing up the New York World's Fair. So he said the minute the New York World's Fair was finished, Walt came back into his room and looked at the drawings and said, you know, these are so good, I think we ought to go outside the berm and do a show where we have a waterway and waterfall and go through a boat and have a really good show. And that's how it all started.
Now, how influential was the New York World's Fair on the design of pirates?
What?
How influential was the New York World's Fair on the design of Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh, I think Walt did the shows for the New York World's Fair to see how the audio animatronic figures would work and that they would be of use at Disneyland. And so we did all the experimenting with them in New York World's Fair, so when they came here, they were working well.
Now, did Walt steal the idea from the boat aspect of Small World? Did he steal that from Small World and incorporate it into Pirates?
No, I think he did the boat to get you down to the bottom under the berm. He had to get you down there somehow, and he thought might as well have you go down the waterfall in a boat and add a little thrill to it as well as the audio animatronic figures.